Hey, how's it going, everyone? Don here from vrgamerdude, and today we're going to be finally taking a look at the VITURE Luma Pro XR glasses. And I've had these things for about a month, and I am absolutely loving them, so I'm finally ready to give you guys my thoughts. Let's go. Okay, first off, I already have reviews of a bunch of other VITURE tech and their previous glasses on the channel. And since these share so many similarities, I think in this video, I'm just going to focus on kind of what's new and different from the previous models, starting with this new Sony Micro-OLED panels it uses. Now, VITURE is calling these a 4K-like display, and come on, this has me and a bunch of other people scratching our heads, and it does sound like a bunch of marketing speak, but man, let me tell you, when you break it down, it's actually a somewhat accurate statement, and let me tell you why. These new screens, they bring a 152-inch virtual image at 1200p resolution, and they produce up to 1,000 nits of perceived brightness. So while it's not true 4K, looking at them, you would think you were looking at a 4K TV. But sadly, XR tech is just not there yet. We're close, but seriously though, even if it's not true 4K, the clarity I'm seeing in these glasses is absolutely freaking phenomenal. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting upgrades that isn't active just yet, but it is coming really soon, and that's the new front RGB camera. So this camera is going to be a game changer for a few different reasons. First of all, it'll soon, through an update around launch, activate the ability for basic spatial awareness and even 6 degrees of freedom tracking when combined with VITURE's Spacewalker app. And that means you can capture your environment real time, providing a more immersive and interactive experience, especially useful for augmented reality applications. And, that's what we know these glasses have all kind of been building towards this entire time. Now, I did get a chance to try the 6DoF tracking during a private demo session at AWE, and it is exciting to see that these glasses are about to start offering a more natural and, in my opinion, comfortable way to experience XR. I can't stress enough that having a screen locked to your face is never ideal, but when you finally see 6DoF, solid 6DoF tracking, and that screen is just held perfectly in space and you can walk around it and view it from different angles, and it just changes the game. So that update cannot come soon enough, but it's awesome to know that it's being worked on. Okay, now let's move into the mobile on-the-go XR experience with mobile gaming in these glasses. So just imagine playing your favorite games on a massive 152-inch crystal clear screen that goes with you anywhere that you are. Well, the VITURE Pro mobile dock and the Luma XR glasses, you can do just that. And it also supports co-op gaming. So check it out. You get a second pair of glasses and you can grab a friend and dive into the action together. These glasses also pair great with VITURE and 8BitDo's exclusive mobile gaming controller. Now, if you didn't get a chance to check that out after this review, go back on my channel and look for that video. I posted it, about maybe a month ago, because if you're into mobile gaming, this is definitely an accessory you're gonna want to consider. Okay, when it comes to connectivity, these glasses really shine. So you can hook them up to a bunch of different things. I mean, you can hook them up to your phone, your PC, gaming consoles, or better yet, you can use them with VITURE's Pro neckband, as I'm doing here, and that way you get a wireless connection to all of those devices to play some of your favorite movies or games or, whatever you want to do, and some of that even in 3D. So they've just added a new feature to the neckband recently where you can convert all of your media. So like I download my camera videos or my movies from my PC onto the neckband, and it converts them into 3D for me. I've seen people on the VITURE Discord calling this alien tech, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. It's kind of mind blowing. Now, when connected to my PC, it'll do everything in 3D. It's the desktop, the movies, the gaming. So if you have a high powered, NVIDIA 40 series or above card, you can use that AI tech. Look for another video that I did when I met with VITURE back at NVIDIA GTC that explains a little bit more about that. Now, I know I've talked a lot about the gaming aspects of these glasses, but what about productivity? Those of you who do want to multitask while you're on the go, you're going to love using these things once you get the VITURE Spacewalker app. It supports Mac, Windows, and mobile, and basically it turns whatever device you're using into a portable multi-screen workstation. So whether it's working on spreadsheets, watching your favorite shows, or throwing down in a multiplayer battle, the VITURE Luma series glasses seem to have all of the bases covered. All right, so I think I've said just about everything I need to say about the Luma Pro XR glasses here. So, just a quick recap. I mean, obviously you've heard a lot of like gushing, glowing, positive stuff, and you're probably going about this point, wow, this sounded like a really big commercial for VITURE. Now, I know it's just kind of the way I talk. It's the way I am. My wife says I try to sell people on everything. I don't know why. I just can't turn it off. But really, honestly, are these perfect? No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm going to give you a couple of like 3 things right here that absolutely drive me nuts on these glasses. The first one is one I've never seen before in any other VITURE product, and that is, you guys might notice I've taped I use like some double stick tape here to put my old prescription lens adapters in here. They no longer magnet, that's kind of sad. I don't know why, even though they fit perfectly still, they will not magnet to the body of the glasses. Maybe something in the new materials. But one of VITURE's claims to fame, and one of the reasons that I gravitated to them in the beginning, was because they offer something I've been asking a lot of XR manufacturers and VR headset manufacturers to do for years, and that's put in the damn diopter adjustment so that people like me who wear glasses don't have to. And I'm sad to say, in these, without my prescription lens adapters in there, you actually see some sort of weird mechanical thing where it comes down into your vision, separated on both eyes. So if you're like me and I've got like a mid-range vision, -3, it comes down far enough to where I can see it up here in the top of my vision. And now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. So it's one of those things that I do caution you, if you're not going to get the lens adapters. Now, they do sell a really great, new set of lens adapters. I'm going to reach out to them and see about getting a set of those for myself. But you're going to see that. So just be aware. You just saw it in an example. So yeah, it's there. Now, another thing, I won't hide the fact, a lot of people have asked me over the years on all the ones that I've reviewed, well, they say they get warm. Yeah, they do. They actually get a little warm right here. Now, progressively over time, each model has gotten better. And, these are probably the best out of all of them, but they do still get, I just took them off out of the thing before I started filming, and I can still feel just a tad bit of warmth in there. So they do still get a little bit warm right here on the right armature. Now, of course, that's where your power is running through. That's where your data is running through. The other thing, the RGB, it's neat. I kind of think it's gimmicky. Now, I mean, as you guys have seen my studio, I love my RGBs. Don't get me wrong. Here, I don't know. I just think it's it's probably not pulling a lot of power, but it looks, I don't know. The jury's out. I do love RGBs, but I just kind of feel like if that added anything to the cost, or if that adds anything to the power drain, that's definitely, as a consumer, something I could care less about, because I can't see it myself anyway. So the last thing is nothing wrong with it, other than it was just kind of a wish of mine. And that's the speakers. The Harman Kardon Tomb speakers on these things are fantastic. Do not get me wrong. They sound great. I just wish they were a little louder and had just a little more bass. They've gotten better again progressively throughout the generations that I've tested over the years. But it's still, I can still hear my air conditioner over there. You guys probably won't hear it here because I'm using a fancy noise canceling mic, but when I'm just sitting there on my couch, I can still hear the air conditioner running. I can still hear the dogs barking. So it is what it is. I take these traveling a lot. It would be great to ever get to a point where you could just use them without earbuds on a plane. That's, pie in the sky, pun intended, thinking. But just was really hoping they would get louder. Hopefully in future iterations, that volume and that bass will start getting pumped up just a little bit. But other than that, guys, I love these glasses. I mean, they look good. That 4K-like resolution is no joke. I really think that people are going to be blown away by the brightness in this. It's almost like I feel like I need to wear sunglasses under my fancy digital sunglasses sometimes when I have the brightness cranked all the way up. The color spectrum is neat, where you can, double tap the button and get like different color spectrums now right on the glasses. So yeah, would I recommend these? I definitely would. I mean, obviously I do recommend VITURE products, mostly because they really are thoughtful with all their designs. This one, jury's out on that little diopter thing, but other than that, everything else has just been a vast improvement. The little hinge copy from XREAL there, the weight, the comfort, I mean, the flexibility now. So they've definitely improved, and they're going to get even better. I mean, by the time we get to October and we get to see the Beast, and I cannot wait to tell you guys more about the Beast. Oh my God, I've seen it and it is absolutely amazing. But that will come in October. So stay tuned for that. We got Ultra coming up. We got the base model Lumas coming up. I should be reviewing all of those for you guys. So just, keep your eye on the channel for more VITURE to come. But I love them. As usual, there will be a link in the description. I do not hide this fact. It is an affiliate link. I do actually promote VITURE because I love them and I use them every day. And I only take these affiliate links, guys, if the company meets that criteria. I must really love your product and I must use it personally every day. And this is what I reach for. So if you want to save yourself 10% on your order, if you want to help out the channel a little bit and help me continue to grow, please consider using that link. I would appreciate it. But for me, that's going to do it. I will see you in the next one. This is Don signing off.